Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the joint Bryan City Council, Bryan Board of Public Affairs, Wednesday, June 26, 2024 meeting. Would you please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And I'll call the Bryan Board of Public Affairs to order this month. Up on the docket is, for John, please read, number and read the first resolution.
Resolution number 13/2024, a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a purchase agreement with Nihart Real Estate LLC for the purchase of a part of tax parcel 063-180-01-001.000. Said part being known as the west 15 acres of the tax parcel in the Bryan North Industrial Park.
Good evening.
Evening.
I'll do a couple slides here to kind of fill you in on what's happened and what steps we've had prior to this meeting, just so you're all aware. So up here is the current South Industrial Park. There's a lot in the middle. It says selling to Nihart. About 2 months ago, we had a city council meeting, BIPAC meeting before that, and we recommended, and city council actually passed legislation to sell that lot to Nihart Enterprises. And we have a pending lot sale on the north to another business. BIPAC met and approved that. We're not releasing the name yet on that because we're still doing some financing and whatnot with them. And then lot 13 on the south, BIPAC also met and is a pending lot as well. So what that does is that leaves 3 open lots. We have a 5-acre lot on the west, about a 5-acre lot on the east, and 1 down in the south. So that's where we stood as of this morning. So the issue at hand, Nihart, well, we agreed to sell Nihart lot 25, which is in blue. He came to me about a month ago and says, my business plan has changed. I need more ground. Says my 10-year plan is crazy. I need 15 acres. So I said, well, what am I going to do? I said, we've already got the north 4 acres committed. I can maybe pick you up another 5, but that green line in the middle, that's a fiber optic line that runs through there. It's going to need to be relocated. So we thought, well, what can we do? You know, should we rescind the green lot to the north, which is already committed to another business, or not, because we could only get him 11.7 acres if we don't rescind that. And then we got talking and we said, well, the North Industrial Park is for large lot development. You know, we don't want to sell lots out there until we can no longer sell anymore in the South Park. He needs 15 acres. We do not have 15 acres available out there. So what my best solution is to offer 15 acres on the west side of the North Industrial Park. That's highlighted in the red there. That will still leave us 60 acres roughly to sell. And then that lot 25 that we did already offer to Nihart, we will rescind that offer to him. Now, I know we've always been looking for one large developer out there, but originally when we started this park, this was the original drawings from, I think, 2014. We had thought, well, let's offer 4 different 20-acre lots, roughly, or large lots or anything thereof. I remember Brian Carlin and I came in and sat, a couple of you guys are still on the board, and maybe a couple council member might have been here, and we talked about that, and we said, well, you know, what's plan B if we don't sell an 80? Well, we've got 20 acres. What's plan C if we don't sell 20s? Well, I roughed in that green line there. That could be another road that we could split off some more 5-acre lots on, 7, 10s, whatever, once we're out of ground in the South Park. So my theory is, let's sell the west 15 acres. It's up on the hill. It's the end of our industrial park. We don't own any more past it. That still leaves us a big chunk in the middle for plan A, B, or C in the future. It doesn't box us in. And if Nihart needs extra ground, it doesn't really box him in either, because he could go east if things go better, or he could go west and potentially acquire ground from another neighbor and annex it to the city. So it kind of leaves us all all open for options. So if we do this, we can still keep our commitment on that north lot in the south industrial park, and we'll still have 3 lots available for sale in the future. And I actually already have a nibble on lot 25. So you're gonna see some more action here in the upcoming month or 2 on that as well. So we rescind the offer. I'm pretty sure we're gonna sell it here fairly quick as well, knock on wood. So that's just a rough site plan. I did a survey on the 15 acres already for Nihart. The orange shows where roughly, and it's not exactly what he's doing, but he's gonna have, truck docks in there and employee parking. Phase 1's a red building, phase 2 is the yellow. I think within 5 years, he's gonna be fully developed there. And I believe his business plan had 130 some employees after that point in time. So I'm excited about it. We're excited about it. We hope you guys are too. So Mr. Salisbury.
What's planned for the roads?
The roads? That road was already beefed up 10 years ago. It should handle truck traffic without any problem. The last time we repaved it, we put an additional 4 inches of asphalt on, which was designed for so many trucks a day. I'd have to look up the loading on it. But I don't see the need for upgrading the road right now. I don't see the need for a center turn lane to get into his business because the traffic counts aren't that high out there. So this is what it's meant for.
Question.
Yes, sir.
The 70 acres had a electric capacity that was attached to that for economic development. With this, will that reduce the amount of electric capacity that's available for anybody that comes in new?
I mean, we have, about 2 megawatts available out there. We'll be able to serve that. It might reduce it a little bit, but we'll believe it to be.
What kind of electric load?
We don't have those details.
You don't have those, okay. So, but eventually that would,
Yeah,
as one large package, it would
Right.
reduce the capacity for that.
Obviously, it will some. What the loading is, we don't know. I mean, obviously, it's warehousing
Sure.
and, other commercial activities, so there will be lighting in there. I don't see, it's not like a call center that's
It's not a
gonna,
manufacturing type industry that's popular.
I would say, yeah, but I don't see heavy loads like a call center would be with a lot of networking, so I don't see excessive loads. But, in comparison to, Derek and I talked about Titan Tires load and some other loads in town. You look at, because we said we had 2 megawatts out there, and you look at some of these other facilities, and they're not even close to that. You look at the size of those facilities compared to what we're offering here. It's just a small wedge of what that facility is. So consumption.
It's a marginal reduction of our electric capacity.
I think that's a fair answer.
Okay.
How much of an issue would it be to eventually add the turn lane? Let's look towards the positive, that things progress in a positive way.
If traffic counts do, require that, the road's wide enough to do that. That the right-of-way is wide enough, so we would have to move some ditches back. It's not impossible.
Okay.
They had done it at 15 and 127 here 20 years ago without any consolation. So, if it is necessary, we'll address it at that point in time. So, but we're still working out the details of what his trip generation studies are going to be as far as the number of trucks per day, number of employees, how he's going to stagger his shifts. But this is really the first drop in the bucket. He needs to make sure he can buy this lot before he can finalize. He doesn't really do his engineering plans first and then say, can I buy it, just in case. So, we need to agree to sell it to him, and then he'll proceed with his due diligence, and we'll make sure we can satisfy everything that he needs.
Okay.
Probably no projection.
I think 130 some jobs in 5 years, I think is what his projection was. Okay, if you have any more questions, I'll still be here, but that's all I have to offer for you. Thank you.
I would entertain a motion to accept resolution number 13.
So moved,
Second.
Dick?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
And Bob?
Yes.
Orders all out of whack.
I guess item number 2 is an ordinance. John, please number 3.
Well, ordinance number 23, 2024, an ordinance rescinding the authorization to sell certain property as set forth in ordinance number 17, 2024, and authorizing the mayor to enter into a purchase agreement with Nihart Real Estate LLC for the purchase of a part of tax parcel 063-180-01-001.000, said part being known as the west 15 acres of the tax parcel. Same story.
Same story. I would recommend you suspend the rules and pass the ordinance.
I'll move to suspend.
I'll second.
Oh, go ahead, Steve.
Rick?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
And I guess I'll move to approve.
I'll second that.
Jim?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
And Steve?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Bryan, thanks for the hustle,
Thank both of us.
thanks for the hustle.
No, thank you for the hustle for getting here on a short notice.
I've been patiently waiting to get somebody in there to start,
I've been waiting to plant a seed too.
so I appreciate everything you've done.
Yep,
Yeah, this is exciting.
It's a win-win for both parties.
absolutely.
Yeah. And it's going to be an anchor for others to glob onto here. That's the exciting part.
Yep.
It may go from 0 to 60 in the next few months, which is nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Long 10 years in coming.
Has been. For those of us that have been here from day one, it is. Yep.
We welcome Mr. Nihart.
Yes, we do.
Business.
Yep.
I would like to have request a motion to adjourn the meeting to the Board of Public Affairs.
I'll second.
I'll second it.
Bob?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
And Dick?
Yes.
Council adjourned.
Also move,
Second.
John?
yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
And Jim?
Yes.